Alright, welcome back to fixbuildrace. As you can see, I'm in the MX5 and I'm driving it to someone's house to drop it off because they have bought it. Finally, yes, this car was meant to be for Movember, which is in November, and it's now April. So originally when we found out I had the engine problem, we were hoping we'd have it done in December. But then of course that all went to shite, and now yeah, here we are. So I'll get into what we made on the car a bit later, but yeah, this is the final drive in the car. I've been driving it around for since we got it running, which I think was in February or January. So yeah, I've been driving it around for a few months, not daily driving it, but just when I feel like it. Been taking it to work and that, and it drives amazingly. No issues that I know of, have heard or felt or anything. No hiccups at all, runs absolutely perfectly. So yeah, this guy should be getting a really nice car. I think he's going to daily drive it. I wish I could keep it and daily drive it because it's an amazing car to drive. It's really fun. One of the terms of him buying it was he wanted the AC to work. So yeah, just got that regas today. They came yesterday and there were leaky O-rings, which would have been why it ran out of gas. So I replaced those yesterday and then they came back today and regassed it. So AC works amazingly. I'll turn it on now, actually, it's getting a bit warm. So yeah, should be a perfect little daily for this guy. And yeah, we'll get it sold and then I'll let you know how much we made for Movember. Or something.
Oh, maybe a little bit. Jeez, but we sold the car. The end.
Just do that, eh? Alright. So as you saw, car was dropped off to its new owner. Bloody stoked because yeah, it was all my money tied up in that car, and I'm off to Europe for 3 months soon.
It's also April.
Yeah. So yeah, it took quite a bit longer than we expected. We were hoping to have it done in like December, but obviously you saw what happened. So did like over 1 million other people on TikTok. So yeah, that's fun. So we did end up making a tiny bit of money, thankfully, which is awesome. Didn't really expect to after the engine blew, but very grateful that we still did. And also, as my partner likes to remind me, we still did raise awareness and some funds on our Movember link. So we'll count that as well. So thank you to everyone who donated, and I'll have the link in the description to this video as well. It's not November, but Movember is a charity running all year round, so you can still donate. And I'm going to donate what we made to Movember through that link shortly. We'll get to how much we made in just a minute, but there's a lot of people we have to thank, and yeah, we'll give you guys a quick rundown on how it all went.
Alright, so bought the car middle of November with what Jack thought was going to be an easy fix. Turns out to be spun bearing, which is not ideal.
No.
So as you've seen, we stripped the engine apart and freshened it up. Brand new, basically everything apart from
Pistons and rods
and block.
Yeah.
First time around anyway.
Too soon, bro. Too soon. Yeah, so I bought it, didn't think it was too bad. I was hoping it was a VVT solenoid, best case. I knew worst case it would be engine failure, but got it cheap enough that
we thought it would be
fine. So yeah, ended up pulling the engine out and rebuilding it, and we were hoping to have it running and up for sale in December. I think December 17th was the date I was hoping to put the post up, but obviously So that engine went nuts. Still not really sure why, but it did spin timing. Unsure why it did that. Don't know if it was our fault, don't know if it's
Poor design.
or yeah, just a worn something, not sure, so we'll leave that at that.
So after the engine failure the second time, we drove down to Tauranga and picked up another engine. Yeah, shout out to Scott, because he knocked off $300 off the price because he knew it was going for a good cause. But yeah, absolute legend. So we made a day of it, drove down, picked it up, and then
I chucked it in by myself.
Yeah,
because it was a great time of year where everyone was busy. I think it was just after New Year's, eh?
Yeah.
Got it back in like January or something. So yeah, everyone was busy, travelling, going back to work, all that stuff. And then yeah, got it running, and it's just been up for sale for a few months. Auckland had those big floods and everything, so it wasn't the best time to sell a car. Everyone was a bit scared of buying cars from Auckland, especially probably an MX5 with a soft top.
Didn't actually leak though.
Nah, it didn't leak, so that was good. So I guess quickly we'll just thank everyone that helped us out during this project, because without them we would have lost like $1,000 or $2,000. So yeah, we'll just run through that quickly, and then we will tell you guys how much it costs and how much we actually made. First off, obviously a massive thank you for Mazda NZ for jumping on board with this project and giving us parts. But not only that, they gave us a bunch of technical data for the engine that we rebuilt, and Brendan and Thomas also came to the workshop when I was putting the engine in by myself, and they actually helped me get it in there, in their button-ups and stuff. So it was quite funny, but yeah, awesome to have their help. It was a massive help, wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Also thanks to Repco Kelston, who hooked us up with cheap parts, heaps of discounts, and yeah,
and just spent ages finding the right parts.
Finding the right parts, sourcing them for us.
Also Nappa New Lynn, who machined the flywheel for me. I told them about the project and they ended up doing it for free, which was awesome. So that would have been another over $100 that we would have to spend, but ended up not having to spend. So wouldn't have made much money if they hadn't have done that for free. So yeah, that was awesome of them.
Obviously shout out to David at Tune Technic for letting us pull the engine apart, take up all of his storage with every single piece of the engine spread out across the tables. Yeah, and obviously helping rebuild the engine. Expertise, definitely some stuff that we wouldn't have been able to do without him, so shout out to David.
Yeah, massively. And also just obviously I worked there, so he was helping me throughout the whole thing. Like I'd come to him with questions and stuff. Massive thank you to Maztech Partsworld in Rotorua as well. They actually sent us another engine when we weren't sure what was actually wrong with our one. We were hoping it was just going to be a drop valve that's bent and we could replace it with another valve out of another engine. So he just sent us a whole engine. Unfortunately it was a lot more than that, and that engine wouldn't go straight in the car. So we have that sitting on a pallet. He said we can keep it for a future project, so if you got any ideas what we could put one of those engines in,
drop it down below.
It will bolt up to a Mazda gearbox. It just wouldn't have worked in that car, but if we're putting it in one of these Escorts, we'll get custom anyway.
Also a massive thank you to Stuff NZ, who wrote the article, well, 2 articles actually, so helped, you know, get the project out there and
brought a lot of awareness to the Movember page. I think quite a few people actually donated from that article, donated to our Movember, so that was awesome. Specifically it was Niall that wrote the article at Stuff NZ. I'll link the articles as well if I can find them. They'll be in my email somewhere. And then lastly, big thanks to Glen Eden Engine Reconditioners, who I took the exploded cylinder head to, hoping that they could maybe fix the valve guides and the pitting in the head from the valves saying hello quite a few times. But yeah, unfortunately it was just not going to be cost effective to do that, but he pulled it all apart and checked it all out for me and then didn't charge me anything, because yeah, you could obviously see we'd been through quite a bit already and he didn't, and that's obviously why we ended up having to get a new engine. because ours wasn't fixable. So yeah, massive thanks to all those people, and also the boys, Sam, Aaron, for helping out with the project.
Oh, probably shout out to my dad too for letting us use the
that's
workshop.
True, yeah. Massive thanks to Jimmy.
Had the MX5 sitting on the hoist for
3 months.
3 months.
He's like, Jack, when's the MX5 going to be done? I don't know. But no, yeah, he was actually awesome about it. Wasn't really like pushing me or budging me. And yeah, it was really helpful. And then also my partner, all the worries and stresses and stuff, they were very helpful through it all. So yeah, thanks to the people at home as well.
Yeah. Alright, now on to how much we spent versus how much we made.
Yes. Not a lot of difference, but there is a little bit.
Yeah.
Buying the car initially was $6,500. I bought it off my footy mate, and yeah, he was really good about it. Negotiated down a little bit because obviously wasn't sure if it was an engine problem or not. So yeah, it was really good. Glad we got it for the price we did.
So 2,450 at Repco on basically all the engine gaskets and was it oils and stuff as well?
Oils, clutch.
Oh yeah, so basically everything that we needed minus the stuff that Mazda gave us.
Yeah. Timing chain, clutch, all the gaskets, all the internal bits that we used on the engine rebuild.
Yeah, big chunk of change really.
Yeah. And then Mazda, I actually bought some parts from Mazda before they jumped on board. So I bought the conrod bearings from Mazda, got genuine ones because I knew that's what had spun. And Mazda says, oh, we called up to try to get some conrod bearings as well, but they said the last one had been sold. So we asked them by any chance could they give us a number plate of the car it was, and yeah, it was me. The day before they jumped on board, went in and bought the bearings, which they would have given us anyway, but that's all good.
So the new engine was 1,300 down from 16 because Scott's a legend and he knocked that $300 off for us.
And then yeah, there were some other smaller bits and other things that add up, like insurance on the car, rego and all that sort of stuff. Haven't really factored in too much of that, but just the main stuff. Gas going to Tauranga, we didn't include that.
Our time.
Yeah, our time, definitely not
spent
making anything for that. And then I also, to sell the car, the guy said a deal breaker for him was it had to have working AC, which it didn't. So I got that checked out. Turns out a couple of O-rings were leaking, so I just replaced those and got it regassed, which was $100. So the total cost was around $10,750 of what we've written down and actually calculated. Would have been a lot more if we counted our gas and all the other little bits that I didn't write down. And we ended up selling it for
$11,000.
Yeah. So we made $200 to $250. Not worth it for 6 months work, but hey, you win some, you lose some. If we didn't have to get another engine, it would have been $1,500, which would have been a lot better.
Or if we just got a new engine right off the bat,
yeah,
we probably would have actually saved.
And done a new clutch, we probably would have made $4,000 or so.
Hindsight's a beautiful thing.
Hindsight is a beautiful thing. $250 isn't that great of a donation to charity, so I'm just going to donate $500. But yeah, please, if you have any spare change that you would like to donate, the link will be down below. Just hop down there and donate what you can. I'm about to donate now, and I'll show you that on camera. When you go on there, it has $20, $50, and then I don't know, $70 or something. You don't have to do 20. That's not the minimum. You can just change that, because a lot of people probably think that that's the minimum. So yeah, go on screen record it now and donate the monies. Where do I find our link? It's on our link tree. That's where I find it. Thanks, Lily. So here, as you'll see on the screen now that I've put up, probably over Sam's face, sorry bro. You click on $20 and you think 20 is the minimum, but you can actually go down here and just go $1. Oh, no you can't. You can go $3 as the minimum. which for a lot of people is nothing. For some, that is something, so you don't have to donate. I'm gonna do 500. We've raised $0 apparently because it's a new year. So this isn't gonna be a grand total of, I think we got 250 last year. I'll include a message. Profit plus a little, actually half of it. We're a business, right?
Yeah.
Don't businesses have to make money though?
No, they don't.
Right, enter my card details. Alright, let's see. Fucking hell. Bridges, where are the bridges, bro? Bridge. Awesome. Cool, that's done. Donated $500 to Movember. I'll delete that video, I need that.
You don't want to do it again.
Delete it, I have to do it again. Just go to my bank statement. I did it! Sorry, yeah. I deleted this. So yeah, there we go. That's the MX5 project all wrapped up. In the meantime, the 3 months while it was up for sale, waiting to sell it, we have been working on other things. Namely the Cressida cert. Was Sam
very close.
Got his ass into gear and took it to a cert guy to do a pre-check. What did he say?
He gave me a little list, like 10 things, but
yeah, so
most of it was pretty easy.
Just been chipping through those. You may have seen on our other socials if you're following, we had to build a exhaust manifold and stuff. So yeah, been
3.0.
Yeah. So that video will be coming soon, hopefully, when it gets a fresh cert and we can take it to a car meet, get it out in the wild,
legally.
So yeah, that's all for this one. Thanks for being a part of the MX5 project, and thanks for watching this video. I know it's probably not the most enjoyable one, just us talking, but hopefully I'll manage to do some wizardry in the editing.
Yeah. Yeah, stay tuned for the Cressy cert and any other projects that we have coming up, or any other interesting news.
Yeah, and if you want to see the Cressida in person, hopefully we'll be getting out to a meet near you sometime soon.
Maybe we just host our own.
Yeah,
host one in the car park, so I don't have to get it legal.
Yeah, how many people would come to a meet if we held one? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow our other socials. There'll be a link somewhere if you want to see when we're doing that, because yeah, I'll post it up there on the stories or something. But yeah, thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Thanks for being a part of the project, legends. Bye.
I won't stop till I hear him say